Hello, thank you so much for joining me today. So yeah, I'm going to talk about a few things today. So I've got my X-T3 back from repair, and yeah, I'm just going to be talking about the whole process, how that went with Fuji, dealing with Fuji, and obviously the conclusion to that as well. So if you haven't seen the original video on the problems I was having, I'll leave a link up the top there so you can go and check that out. So yeah, and at the end, we're going to be taking a little look at some of your photographs as well, because you guys have been hashtagging Ian Worth on Instagram. So I'm going to be taking a quick look at some of your images as well. I'm just going through them. I'm uploading weekly at the minute, every Thursday at 4 PM UK time. If landscape photography is something you're into, please consider subscribing. Okay, moving on. So yeah, first off, let's talk about the Fuji customer service. So actually it's very, very good, and obviously it's rated very, very highly by a lot of people. So yeah, it's very, very easy to send your camera back if it's in warranty. And in actual fact, even if it's not, but obviously you've got to then pay. But yeah, you basically just go online, you put your details in. Once all your details are in, it gets sent off to Fuji, and literally the next day I received a box in the mail. So yeah, I basically opened it up, and we've got a Fuji box here, which we can put our camera in. It's all postage is paid and everything. So literally package the camera up, pop the camera in, take the batteries and the cards and everything out, obviously. Sent to the post office, and within the sort of 24 hours I received an email from Fuji to say that they'd received my camera. So that logged in as being received. And all through this process you can go onto their website and it will tell you the status of your repair. So as soon as it's been assessed, you'll be able to see that, and then when it's ready for dispatch, they send you an email out to let you know, and they give you a time frame as well. So literally 1 week from sending my camera off to Fuji, I received it back in the mail, which was absolutely brilliant, incredibly fast. I can't fault it whatsoever. It really was excellent customer service. Full marks for Fuji on that, and the whole system works incredibly well. And they have a number as well that you can call them if you have any issues. So I've got no problems with their customer service whatsoever, and it was great to get the X-T3 back in such a short space of time, because I'll be needing it for April, very, very busy with the camera. So, but, and this is the big but, they didn't fix it, basically. So yeah, I've got a letter back with the camera, basically saying that they remapped the sensor and also give the sensor a good clean as well. But yeah, got the camera back, done some tests on it, as you can see here. They didn't fix it. The problem is still there, which is an absolute pain in the butt, I can tell you, because I'll be using this camera a lot during April. My next available time slot for it to be sent off again is about the second week in May, so probably 5 weeks from when I'm making this current video. So I'm going to have to shoot the videos with it throughout the rest of April, and I'm going to end up having to do post-production work to get rid of the white pixel when I'm shooting in slow motion. Now I have to say, if I'm shooting stills, it isn't a problem whatsoever. You can't see it. It's you know, unless you blow it up massive, you can't see it. From shooting in 4K, can't really see it. 24 frames a second, can't really see it. It's not a problem. But it's when I'm shooting at a 120p slow motion that it really stands out. Now, I'm not 100% sure why this is. It's probably to do with crop factor, maybe because obviously it's 1080, and then when we're viewing it on a TV, a 4K TV, like a 37 or 42 inch TV, it's increasing the size of the pixels. But I've played it on my monitor here, the 120p, and when it's against a dark background, it stands out like a sore thumb. And also when I played it on my TV as well, it stands out even worse. So I couldn't deliver one of these files to my clients, you know, with this problem. I've got to remove it in post. So I think possibly, I mean, I shoot quite a bit of 120p slow motion footage during a wedding. So I do a bit, you know, during sort of like when the photographer's doing the portrait session, I'll do some slow-mo with them walking. I'll also do a bit on the dance floor as well, because I think it's quite nice and everybody's swaying around. But generally on the dance floor, this is when it's dark and the ISO is bumped up a little bit more, so it becomes an even more of a problem, especially when you're shooting towards like disco lights or the band or whatever. So it really stands out then, because it's almost in the middle of the frame as well. I think it can, you know, kind of, it's quite distracting. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get it sorted out. I worked out that I'll probably be able to spend around about an hour and a half to 2 hours of extra editing time. If I've got to shoot maybe 30 wedding videos this year, that's 60 hours of work, which is an incredible amount of work. So I've got to get it sorted. I can't send it to the client with the problem. I've got to take it out in post. or got to get the camera fixed. And if you look at it, 60 hours, it's probably worth me buying a new X-T3 over spending 60 hours of my life editing out white pixel. So you can see my problem. I got a bit of stick for the last video that I did saying there was a problem with the X-T3, and I know nobody wants to hear about a problem with their camera that, you know, they've invested a lot of money in, and I feel the same way. I'm gutted that the problem's still there after being sent back for repair, but you know, I'm being open and honest with you, and yeah, if you want to know how I corrected it in post-production, you can check that other video out as well, because I go through the stages of post-production work and how you can get rid of it if you need be. So yeah. So that's where we are with everything. I just thought I'd let you know, because I know people have been asking me in the comments, how are you getting on, has it been for repair, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I've shared that information with you guys. I hope you find it useful, and I know there's a lot of people who've been having the same problem as well, because they've left a lot of comments in the comments below, and I know you've been, you know, some of you guys have been having the same problem. So it is obviously a problem. I know it happens with a lot of other cameras. It's not just specifically the Fuji X-T3, but you know, it needs sorting out. So anyway, that's enough of that. So moving on, yeah, I've been doing some one-to-one workshops recently, and they have been going fantastically well. I've been loving them, I really have. They've been very, very enjoyable, very rewarding as well. And I've been getting some really positive feedback from them. So with this in mind, I've decided to do some updates to my website and put on some group workshops as well for later in the year. There's a couple of places that have already been kind of penciled in for a couple of people that have already done the one-to-ones and are quite interested in doing the group ones. So I'm thinking that I might do a group one late summer in the Peak District, and that'll probably be for a 2-day, and then I'm thinking of doing an autumn one in southern Snowdonia, and I'm thinking that'll probably be for 2 nights but 3 days. The groups are going to be small, 3 or 4 people. I've still got to iron out a few more details, but yeah, really looking forward to yeah, getting those sort of details finished off and getting the website live so you guys can check it out if it's something you're into. And so yeah, we were up in the Peak District last week with a lovely gent called Hugh, and we managed to get some incredible conditions. Actually, we went up to the Millstone Edge to photograph sunset. Well, we were getting a composition sorted out for our sunset shot. Something pretty incredible happened, and this snowstorm came over the Great Ridge, and this amazing light was coming from the side. It really was quite incredible. It's one of those moments, doesn't happen that often, and the light was just coming down from Winnet's Pass, illuminating all the landscape through to Castleton, and you can see the cement factory there as well with the smoke billowing from the top of it, and the lighting is just incredible in this shot. And I've done very little to this, it's pretty much straight out of camera. I've seen Hugh's picture as well, and I know his is equally as good, so yeah, very little post-processing for these shots, and yeah, incredible really, just a case of focusing on the cement factory there and exposing for the highlights, and it's pretty much straight out of camera. So yeah, pretty impressive conditions actually. Literally about 5 minutes later, that storm was on top of us and we called it a day, but yeah, it was a pretty fantastic few minutes up there, it really was. So let's get on to your photographs now, guys. So some of you have been hashtagging Ian Worth on Instagram, and that's been really cool because I've been able to take a look at your photographs as well. So I'm going to run through a few of your images now, guys, and we're going to take a quick look at them. And yeah, I'm not going to critique them or anything like that. I'm just going to show them, and I've put on the handle there at the top. So these are all screenshots, so excuse me if the resolution is not particularly great in them, but if you want to see the original photographs, just go and give the guys that took them a follow and you'll be able to see their work as well. So let's jump over to the first shot. So this is a lovely shot here, and I don't know where it's shot from. It does look like it's probably France by looking at the church there in the foreground, but I might be wrong. But the sky and the light is lovely in this shot, it really is. This is from aneil.photography. This next shot is from @Dunbar0191. And yeah, some lovely motion in the water in this shot. It's probably just taken after sunset by the looks of it. It's a bit of a blue hour shot. Like the composition as well, the eye kind of wanders through the scene to the background. Yeah, really like the drama and the motion in the water in the foreground. So yeah, nice capture. So this next shot is from @farsoray.landscape. And this is from Tom Gill Waterfalls near Tarn House. Yeah, so we had a bit of a discussion on this because I'd shot the same image, probably not quite as well composed as this one, and he was just about to post it at the same time. So he said, "Oh, you've scuppered my post," but no, he posted it anyway, and he's managed to capture a lovely shot. And yeah, the composition probably works a bit better than mine. So yeah, thumbs up. So this next shot has got some fantastic colour in it. It really has. Obviously, just after sunset, and this is from @iYoung Photography. And I think it's from down south somewhere, I'm not sure, maybe Devon or Somerset, but yeah, lovely conditions, lovely calm conditions, quite a minimalist shot with a bit of a long exposure as well, just getting some motion in the sky. Yeah, lovely colours in this. That's really what kind of drawn me to this shot. Very nice indeed. And this next one is from @JohnMcNeil82, and I think he's absolutely nailed this shot. I really do. The focus is absolutely spot on the inner part of the flower, and the bokeh in this shot's lovely. It's really nice. Yeah, absolutely perfect image, very well exposed as well. Really like it. Next one is from @Mike_Allen, and this is where I was meant to be yesterday doing a collaboration with Darren Knight. But unfortunately the weather was horrendous. It was torrential rain all day. And yeah, it was a bit of a shame really, because it's the only day that we could actually get there to meet up. So yeah, that is a bit of a shame, because I haven't met Darren before, and it would have been really nice to catch up with him, but hopefully we'll plan that for later in the year. So yeah, going back to this shot, this is from @Mike_Allen, and obviously you can see hen cloud in the background, and you're looking through the gate at the roaches there, which is yeah, a lovely location for landscape photography. And this is just either at sunset or sunrise. So this last one is a bit of a curveball. So mainly we're going to be focusing on landscape photographs for the hashtag Ian Worth. But this shot here just caught my eye. I thought it was really interesting. And this is from Wide_Hamburg. And he's tagged a lot of images actually. So thanks for that. But yeah, we are trying to focus on landscape photography. But this one really stood out. And yeah, somebody's glued some boots to a wall. And yeah, I don't know whether it was the chap that took the photograph or not, but yeah, it was a great capture, something completely different, and I really liked it. So yeah, that's why I'm showing it basically. So that is pretty much it for today. I hope you got something from it, guys. You know, like I said, a bit of disappointing news about the X-T3, but don't take that away from the camera. It's still a fantastic camera, it really is. And I'll be using it, continue to be using it and enjoying it. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something from it. As usual, hit the like if you liked it. Leave me a comment if you've got any comments or want to know anything about anything that we've covered today. Yeah, one other thing I should say as well, a few people have said that they're not getting notifications when I upload a video. But what you need to do is hit that bell button. If you do, you'll get the notification through, because a few people have not realised that I've been posting every single week this year. So yeah, every Thursday at 4 PM Greenwich Mean Time, UK time, I post a video. So yeah, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so, and hit that bell and you'll be notified. Okay guys, I will see you next week. Thank you.